But yeah, it's kind of like a little bit late night here, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna like use my microphone throughout the entire stream, so also, yeah, I guess I'm a little sick too. If my voice is a little weird, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I should probably like reframe this so I can show you guys all my layers and everything. So you can actually see how I actually do the work. Let's see. Where's my Photoshop window? A little smaller. I guess I'll just put it like this for now. Is that okay? Oh yeah, also, chat box. I almost forgot the chat box. Oh no, the chat box is gonna like cover up all the... Oh no. Here, I'll just put it like this for now. I think this should be okay, right? Yeah, this should be okay. Alright, so basically, this is the completely like unedited and uncut raw image. Whenever I have like a screenshot and everything, it'll just basically be like this. One of the most important things when I start off doing screenshots like this is I want to first like make a layer like this and then do a layer mask, which puts it to be something like this. Yep, that's perfect. And then on the bottom layer, basically I press the reduce noise filter. It's a little bit of a weird filter in which it makes things like a little like blurry kind of thing. Let's see. I need to put up the window. Hold on. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Found it. There it is. Is it almost time? Episode Oracle should actually be airing in Japan right now, but the subtitled version should be out in like an hour. Yeah, so basically just like wait for a bit. Anyways, what I like to do is I basically like do a reduce noise filter. As you can see right here, right? It's kind of like go like blur and unblurry kind of thing. As you can see, the difference here is actually pretty big. Like this is uncut, and then this is reduced noise. Pretty nice, isn't it? Usually it makes your character face and stuff look a little like weird and like not really smooth. So like depends on like the picture. You can put either the strength to say 7, 8, 9, or 10. That's completely up to you. This image is a little like jagged, so I'm just gonna put it to 10. Should be pretty nice. It kind of like kills some details, but that's exactly why we made the other layer mask. And I'll show you exactly why. So you put that in right here, and then now we have this, right? Now it looks a lot smoother than before, because that's how it is. And then over here, we put down the layer mask, and then I draw over the eyes again. Put the white mask over the black one. Right here. You see how this eye suddenly looks like... Right there, see? Look at that. There. It makes it look a lot more clean in general. So it's just a really nice, like, small addition to it. I personally really like this technique because it makes like the characters in the background actually look really nice without all the noise textures and everything. But then you can have all the other details that you actually want to keep. For example, like if you want to keep that, that's fine. If you want to keep that, that's fine. But usually I only do the eyes because it makes the eyes look a little bit more alive. So it's a little bit like discreet of like doing art like this. And there you go. Now the character actually looks a lot better. If you compare, right? Look at this, okay? Look at that. It's actually a really big difference. Comparing this, where the eyes look kind of like dead inside, as you can see, compared to this, where it looks a lot more like lively, makes the eyes look so much more beautiful, isn't it? But yeah, that's basically one of the first primary things that you want to do is just do the noise layer. It's actually a really simple trick that you don't really even need like crazy Photoshop skills to really do or anything like that. It's basically just pressing some filters and layering it. So it's pretty okay. Cause like now that everything is just like this, it's like, oh. So what you do here is just combine the layers. Let's see. Merge layers. There you go. And then I'll just make another duplicate one because I can. Just in case I mess up something. So just this alone already looks okay for the most part. But we're going to go a little further than that. One of the things I personally like to do is something I will call a... Well, not really something I call, but... You know what? Actually, before I even make a duplicate here, I'm just going to delete that first because what we're going to do, what I'm going to do rather, is something called Liquify. And Liquify is like a really strange thing where you can kind of like move around parts of the image towards each other and whatnot like that. I'm not sure how to exactly explain it, but here's an example. For example, you see here, like RC has a bit of a frowny face, right? That's like by nature of it, but with Liquify, I can move it around to make her like look like she's smiling or something like that. So it's kind of just like, hey. But you gotta be really discreet of using it because it can make things look really weird. Most of the time what I like to do with Liquify is, you know how PSO2 has these like polygons when it comes to like costumes and everything? When you liquefy and just move things around a bit, you can make those edges actually look pretty smooth. So that's exactly what I like to do. Over here, over here, over here. Although this will take a little bit more like artistic sense in knowing like what's actually supposed to be smooth and what's not and things like that. So like right here, I'm just double checking that all the corners and everything looks okay. For example, that right there. Just gonna move that in and out a bit. And this one's a little sharp, so we're just gonna move that in. Make it look a little bit more rounded. There we go. Gonna move this out a little bit more. And then move this back in. There you go. Now that looks really good. Or well, at least better than before. I wouldn't say it looks like anything super crazy, but at least it's something. So, and then over here, make it look a little more flat. That looks a bit too much. Normally you want to be really just careful with doing it. Because like, it's really hard to control. Normally you just want to like, look at the edges and everything. Now that looks like a small smug. Oh god. Photoshop is fun, to be honest. It's really fun. I really enjoy finding myself doing really stupid things. Let me accept this change first. I gotta fix the mouth a bit. Because there's those like small particles. What I do here is this one is the spot healing brush. It's actually really helpful because it can just like remove some really small dots, and it uses content aware to help you like fill in some of the blank spots, and then it'll look almost completely natural. There we go. And then I'm gonna finish the Liquify so I can make the mouth look okay. Smell a bit more. Yes. Not too much though. That looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty neat. It's so smug. Oh my goodness. What did I take a screenshot of? Why is she so smug? She's not supposed to be this smug. Oh no. Oh no! I'm ruining it! This is bad. I guess overall this is okay. It's not like crazy bad or anything, but like I think it's okay. Okay? It looks okay. I think it looks okay. Yeah. I'll just say this looks okay. Smug life? Yeah. I can make like spooky buildings. Watch this. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little too far. There we go. Now that looks pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good. Overall, it looks pretty good. No, I don't need my rulers. Where's my rulers? No. Guides? Where's my guides? Okay. Well, okay. Let's see. Half the image is right here. Okay. Don't worry. This is just what it... That has nothing to do with the actual image. Anyways, so now that you did all the so now that I did all the liquify and all the everything here, what I'll be doing is I'm gonna duplicate the layer again, and then now this time what I'm going to do is the top layer. I'm gonna just filter a blur gallery, in which I'll use a Gaussian blur. Oh my good god, it's so blurry. But yeah, here, right? So normally I like to do it to be like a 2.6 pixels of blur, because I feel like this is the most appropriate sort of blur. As you can see in the background, it makes the city kind of like look really nice, where it's like a little bit like discrete kind of like blur kind of thing. So now we have a super blurry image. Good job, me. What am I to do, right? That's exactly why we made this layer. 2 of them. So with this here, I can manually erase the blur. Just like that. Let's just like be really, really discreet about this. Right there. Down to the rough edges. I'm gonna leave parts of the hair towards the back a little blurry. And then over here. Keep coming over. Yada yada yada. Gonna get all my corners correct. Right here. It's sometimes really hard to say like what's blurred and what's not. So you kind of have to like really be careful of using everything here. Down here. And then the hairpin. Right here. Doo-doo. Got this side of the face. Ooh. I kind of like that piece of hair being a little blurred because so it doesn't show all the jagged edges. Right here. Just gotta make sure that the face is not blurred for sure. Alright, so we got the back piece of the hair here. And now we need the flower. The flower is a little hard because I don't want to make sure that I don't want to accidentally like unblur the background. Like this is literally just manually doing the blur, okay? Like if you normally have like a good DSLR camera or something in real life, you don't have to do any of this because they have like really good depth perception techniques on its own. But manual blurring is sometimes really nice. I personally like doing it. It makes me like pay attention to a lot of details in specific. Ooh. But yeah, it makes me feel like I'm paying a lot of attention to the stuff that I do rather than autopiloting everything. So this makes me feel really nice about myself. I guess you could say it that way. PowerPoint was a nightmare in high school and you were so good at... No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm just okay at it though. Also, I'm sorry, is the music a little too loud today? I intentionally put it up a little bit more than usual just because I didn't thought I was gonna do like a talking stream. Now for all the edges here, gotta make sure my costume looks fine and dandy. I look really, really discreet. I'm gonna keep the edges a little blurred, just so it looks a little dramatic. Thank you for the feedback, by the way. Here we go, and then the edges stays a little blurred. And then I think, oh, if you want to check like your blurs and everything, you can check the background layer. You just turn it off, and then you see exactly like what's still blurred. Like for example, here, I'm just gonna clean a little bit of it up. There we go. I'm gonna leave those open because those are okay. This needs to be fixed. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there. See, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. With like the blurred background and everything is just so nice. And then this is all super really easy and simple steps. I basically didn't even do anything like crazy or special or anything like that. It was just like a really simple and clean progress of how to actually like Photoshop. It's not even been half an hour since I started doing this. And it really looks this good, right? Haha. Now for the finishing touches, I don't want the background to be like 100% completely blur. So I'm gonna like put my brush's opacity to around like say 50% or so, and then just like make over here blurred a little less. No, it's 50's too much. Let's see, 30? 30. There we go. That actually looks really nice. Just to make some of the buildings in the foreground look a little, the foreground part of the background look a little more focused. Makes it look a little cleaner in general. Not sure about that. Let's see. What other choices do I have? There we go. Back to blurry first. I'm actually gonna mask it this time. You can mask it because it's like a little easier, but then I just prefer doing manual because I'm gonna merge it later anyways. Let's say 15%. You don't really recognize the 15%, but it's there. Yeah, that's completely fine. I don't really need it to be like completely recognizable. Just want it to be like a little small touch of focus. There, see? And then you see over here, it looks super detailed, even though it's not really supposed to be in the first place. But then you don't really realize it when you look at the grand scheme of things, when you see like the whole background being like super blurred and everything. You can also reduce the blur and everything by like the opacity here, but I personally don't like to do that. Although now we're coming into like a very interesting place now because we're at the refining stage. So what happens here is once you're done, and you're sure you're done, you want to merge the layers again. No backup this time. Or you can also like duplicate the layers, right? And then just like hide the back ones and then just like merge this one on top here. So you have like at least a failsafe, right? So the next one is going to be camera raw. This one's going to be one of the most interesting ones to work with. Because this is where you do all the exposure, contrast, lighting, and tilting on the images like lighting and all the temperatures and everything. So from here, let's see. It's a really cool image in general. So I'm going to show you all an example. If you put it to the cool side, it'll kind of like look a lot more cool-ish in temperature. Like as you can see here, right? It goes to be a little bit more blue. While if we go to the other side, it goes warmer. So it's that color. Right here, you see? When you put it on the warm spectrum, it looks a lot more like, oh, it looks a lot more like bright and everything like that. But when you put it on the cool spectrum, it looks more like a nighttime kind of feel. So, however you prefer to do it is completely up to you. For me personally, for this image, I'm probably going to go a little bit more towards the cool side. Just so I can keep it to be a little bit more like a night theme. The tint is kind of like basically the same thing, but with weirder colors, which I personally don't suggest you really try. Unless like you're in a really like greeny area kind of thing. It makes things a little bit more like a little not correct. Actually, using a little bit of tint over there is not bad. Yeah, compared to that, having a little bit more flare on the background looks okay. Alright, so now we have, let's see, yeah. Exposure is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically like how bright the image is in general. So like if you put the exposure down, it'll look really dark. Or like if you put exposure up, it's like, oh my god, is this like a horror movie now? So you kind of just want to use some very small adjustments. Just so your image doesn't look too like flat. Contrast is also a little bit of a weird thing. Like, I don't know how to explain all these sliders, but you kind of just have to like explore it and then just see if you like it or not. Now, highlights and shadows is an interesting thing because if you put highlights down, so like all the bright highlights will go in a darker shade. For example, here. Like the bright stuff is going down or up. That's completely up to you. Like some images, there's some like really white highlight flares. So you can like turn it down, or like if you want the shadows to be brighter, for example, like that. Like you see how the jersey is like dark? You can make it light and dark. That's completely up to you as well. Completely up to like your image taste. I personally like dark shadows, just so the image actually looks a little bit more realistic. Also, Stalos, hello. Welcome to a small art stream. I don't really do this. Actually, this is like the first time I'm doing this, actually. Not like I ever used Photoshop on stream. But like, if you all are like interested in seeing how I actually do art and images, I'm definitely happy to do it. And also we get like a small Q&A session like every week. That'll be super cool, right? But yeah, whites is basically the same thing as well. Make all the whites like wider. Ah, my eyes. Or like make all the whites darker, which normally I don't really like to touch that too much. Except like sometimes it makes the face like a little brighter and stuff, so it's like okay at best. And then darks makes it darker. Usually once you touch the highlights and shadows, you don't really have to touch like black and whites. That's just me though. And then here, these are just some like ready-made things. I don't personally prefer that you all try to use it too much, because it's kind of like just weird in general, but yeah. The only thing like super easy to use is dehaze, but that makes your face looks weird. The colors. There. Now we have a really nice image in general. See? Comparing that. It adds a little bit more flair to it. Right? But then it makes the image look a little more complete. It's very subtle. Like, all the changes and everything are very, very subtle. It takes a bit of an artistic eye to look at it, but then, like, all the arts and everything is, like, basically subjective. So it depends on how you feel about the image in general. So it's kind of like something that you need to really just think about, because it's not something that can just be said, like, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that. Every image is different on its own. So it's completely up to you how you personally like to do it. And then from here, once you have this image done, you can do anything, right? You can just do anything you want to. You can just like finish it here and just say like, hey, this is my image, I'm done. Or you can just like say you're not done and try to do some more fancy stuff. Like, for example, adding additional like layers and smoke and everything like that, just to make things look cool. Huh. Alright, let me do this for a quick second, actually. I'm gonna super quickly BRB. I'll be back real fast. But yeah, post one of your like characters' pictures on the pictures channel on the Discord or something. I'll like edit one picture once I'm back. Give me like a few minutes. Oh my good lord, I hate the feeling when literally like you come back to your room and it is like freaking freezing cold as hell. Also, before you ask what I'm chewing, it's ice. I have a bad habit of chewing ice, I'm so sorry. Okay. So it seems nobody except for one person posted, so I'm just gonna use that image. Let's see. Let me save that. I'm just gonna put it on my desktop. Fuck it. There it is. Look at that. That's a wonderful thought right there. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful thought. I also have freaking Pocari Sweat. This is not, like, I'm not sponsored by Pocari, but if you guys never tried Pocari, please try Pocari. And before anyone even asks what the hell is Pocari, in case you do not know what Pocari is, Pocari is like an energy drink kind of thing. Hold on. Pocari Sweat PNG. Color transparent. There it is. Give me that picture. Save image as desktop. Pocari Sweat. I've been told by a friend that it's super good. Yeah. Hold on. Let me show you the image of a Pocari. Here's a Pocari Sweat, okay? Right here. Pocari Sweat. I am not sponsored by Pocari. I am absolutely not sponsored by Pocari. But, oh my goodness, don't move it like that, please. OBS, please! Here. I'm gonna put it on the bunny head. I am not sponsored by Pocari. Pocari, please sponsor me. I will promote you so much. If Pocari sponsors me, I would be like, dream come true, dude. Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be like my life goal. I'm gonna like put on my channel. Hashtag life goals. Get sponsored by Pocari Sweat. That would actually be really funny. Okay, let's see. Also, Furry, you arrive here and you see a freaking dragon thought. Oh my good lord. Okay. How do I fix this image? Here's how I fix this image. There you go, it's a smile. Oh no, sorry, stall. That's not how you normally do it. Hold on. Here, let me erase that real fast. This is how you do it. There you go. There's the accurate stall face. "100% accurate picture." Oh, you're right. The face is like no. Hold on. There you go. Oh my good lord. Why am I doing this? Okay, so first of all we duplicate the layer, we mask it, we noise it, and do the eye thing. Boom, super speed. Combine layers. Now's the hard part. How the hell do I make this look natural? You know what? Oh my good lord. Here, I'm gonna have a spray just in case your armpit smells bad. Don't mind me, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh yes, I can do this. Yo, look at that! Swole! Yo, Furry is so swole! Oh my goodness. This is why I don't edit friends' pictures, okay? Oh my good lord. Okay, let's try that one again. No, not rock camera. Liquify. No, you can swallow it the other way too. Under. You have under swole, under muscle. Mini muscle. Ooh. Ooh. Make the eyes super big. Ooh. It looks so dumb. Oh my goodness, no, no. Oh my good lord. Stop after visits Area 51. Oh my good lord, why am I doing this? There. Like Asian stall. Asian stall. Fucking oh my god. Okay, I'm done. Okay, enough memeing. Literally, actually enough memeing. I'm gonna die. I don't deserve this. I'm having a little too much fun here. Okay. Okay. Let me grab a little drink of my Pocari. Totally not sponsored. Oh yeah. Okay, so first of all, the main objective is I'm still dying. To fix this arm. Generally the issue was just like there was an imbalance between the top and the bottom. It's fine for the top to look a little like unnatural and then the bottom can be a little bit like jaggy. But in general here, once you actually put all the proportions into place and then just like make your arm actually look a little more visible. And over here the elbow is actually more of an elbow. Ooh, looks a little off. There we go. Pull this one in, just so the costume doesn't look too deformed. There, see? That looks a lot better. Like, there, see? Look at that. Oh my good lord. But you see, these proportions like this is fine because it's a freaking like jacket kind of thing, so it doesn't have to be like 100% accurate proportions. But as long as you look at like you have a like this big jacket kind of thing over you, then you'll be okay for the most part. You can't do, the thing is like you can't do this with smudge, so it's better to use Liquify. Trust me. Like, actually trust me on this one. Like, you absolutely cannot do this with smudge. You just can't. There we go, round out the shoulders a little bit more. Boop-boo. There we go. Yeah, see? That looks significantly better than this. So this is why Liquify is like the god. It's really nice. Like I said, it's Liquify. It's literally just called Liquify. It's not a specific like brush tool or anything. It's literally a filter in and of its own. Yeah, the rest here is making these thighs really thick. What's that? Yeah. I think that's about all that needs to be fixing. At least proportions wise. Oh, actually here. I don't like that. There we go. There, look at that. See? Look at the comparison. Oh yeah, dude. And it'll all look so seamless as well. That's the best part. Thanks! Liquify. Such a good tool. The hair in the lower part. Oh shit. Ah! There we go. You mean this one? Honestly, I'm just gonna ignore it and blur it out. Because I'm lazy. But yeah, this is what smudge does. It literally smudges the image. You can't do anything meaningful with smudge, like, and it blurs out the image as well. So that's why it doesn't work. Like, it just blurs it out for no good reason. I guess you can use it for hair to an extent, like that, and it just looks like a lot more natural. I guess you can fix it there too. There, look at that. Easy. I didn't even do anything. That took like less than a second. It literally took less than a second. Amazing, isn't it? The ponytail's where it's kind of pointy. Oh, you mean the top there? Oh no! You know what? I'm gonna meme. Stall, I'm sorry for whatever's gonna happen with your face, okay? I don't even know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be bad. Alright. 3, 2, 1. What is that? What is that? What? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Stalin's like emo kid now. What? Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, what if I do only the eye? Let's see. Oh! That looks freaky. Okay, let's see. Do we get emo kid stall? Oh yeah, did we get emo kid stall? Yes! We did it! Yo, that's so emo. That's great. Is it a smart fill? Yeah, basically. New hair confirmed. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that. That's so like... That's actually pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. Cyclops? There. Stall's now a hentai protagonist. It's literally hentai protagonist hair. every hentai protagonist ever. I'm having a little too much fun here. Apparently, no, the thing is, like, I can't do 0-second stream delay on YouTube. I can do it on Twitch, though, but... yeah. There's no background to blur here. There's literally nothing to do. Except... Nah, there's no need to. Images are already fun as is. It already aired in Japan, yeah. By now, like, the subs should be almost out now. Oh, put memes in the back? Okay, hold on. There. Done. There. Done. Okay. I mean... and this is gonna raw camera it. There we go. And then that's a perfect white slate image. Yeah. No, the thing is, like, like I said, I really want to have the Pocari sponsorship. It's like dream come true. Would be really nice. Better make your character look good. Who the hell are you again? I don't even know you. From Tom. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna like... oh, sorry about that. Windows sounds. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for the window sounds. All right. Okay, let's see. So we have this image. Usually this pictures like these are a little normally hard to edit, only because of the fact that it's like how do you say it? The light source isn't like that good to begin with. This is great. This is great. This is great. There we go. We're done. We're done, boys. Gotta make the tone a little dark to fit Wang's skin color. Oh my god, look at the rainbow. We got RGB Wang. There we go. Beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Someone screenshot this and like tag Wang on Discord or something. This is amazing. Set the blend mode to multiply. Yeah, I know. Like, I can do that stuff, but like, this doesn't work that well for now. Only because like, I'm not putting it like directly over. That's so stupid. Oh my good lord. Furu, what are you making me do? What are you making me do? Furu, why are you doing this? Why are you making me do this? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my... Oh my good lord. You guys have to screenshot this and like put it in Wang's shitpost corner or something. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrifying. Why did I even... That's horrible. Absolutely freaking terrifying. Yeah, no, dude, I'm out. Yeah, no, dude, I'm out. Okay. Back to my image, though. There's actually some really cool things you can do when you already finish like an image. Actually, a lot of cool things you can do. For example, one of the cooler things I learned over like the years of doing work like this is like, for example, here. If I, for example, do something like this, right? If I make this a rasterized layer, so rasterize that. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then boom. There. You just have like this really nice, cool background thing because I basically made a hole in the white one, in the white layer right here. It's actually a really, really simple technique, but it's so effective. It's really, really nice. So like, you can actually just do it if you really want to. It's completely up to you though. They basically have like an arcilla cutout. Just stick it back in here. Please mess with Stall more. Trust me, I already mess with him like way too much. Plus, I'm gonna like super quickly just like refine this image real fast and I'm probably gonna publish it now. Just so I have my assets for Twitter tomorrow. Ooh. Sometimes things are like weirdly hard to move in Photoshop if you're not careful. This one's just basically my signature with the PSO2 tag on it. I like to put the opacity down just a little bit so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. And it's just there, clear, nice and done. Now, the most important part is here. I'm gonna bring out the original image. I think this one's the original. There it is. Yeah, see? Okay, so here's the original. It looks really like normal, right? It's kind of like just like super jagged and like all the details are like super like what? It's kind of like so weirdly sharp, and it's like really not clear. It's really like kind of. This is really not great to look at, isn't it? I don't think it's great. I don't think anyone think it's great at all. And in fact, nobody should think it's good. But then with the power of Photoshop, I just blurred out the whole thing so you don't really see it. And over here, all the buildings look so beautiful. And we have our character right here with a nice smug compared to that. Very, very small, subtle edits. But it makes a huge difference when it comes to actually creating pictures. There we go. That's 1 week of maintenance screenshot images done. That's pretty nice, actually. Now time to actually save this. Today is October 7th. Oct 7, 2019. There we go. And now the image is saved. Perfect. All right. I guess that should just about conclude everything for today. We have one nice image from basically nothing at all. I might try to clean it up a little bit more just because over here like the lighting looks a little weird. Although it's already like that in the original, so not like I can like do too much about it. Actually I can, but it is what it is. So I am just going to leave it as is. Alright, does anybody have any questions or anything about like any of their like random tools or just editing styles or anything? Anyone wants to know anything at all before I just like end it off nicely today? Because if not, I'm probably just going to relax myself. Reason make background double layer? I mean, my layers aren't anything special, to be honest. There, see? Look at that. That's literally it. This is the filtered image, and then blurred, and then colored. Pretty simple. Like, everything is done in super, super simple steps. In fact, I can just like super quick go through this again. Okay. Here. So here's the image. First of all, boom. Layered. And then layers duplicated. Put a mask on disk. And then click on the bottom layer. Noise, reduce noise. Strength 7 to 10 up to you, and all these options right here. Painting the eyes for the layer mask. Boom. Painting eyes again for the layer mask. Done. And then merging the two layers. Boom. From here, Liquify. Super smug. Smug is done. Liquify to fix all the edges here and here. Just to make it doesn't look too much like a polygon. There's not too many edges to fix on this picture, which is why it's pretty nice. There you go. And then over here, just gonna make this look a little bit more rounded. This is super rough, by the way, so don't mind me, because this is just like a demonstration. There you go. That one's done. And now we look at the mouth. There's some particles, so we're gonna use this spot healing. Smart filter, whatever you want to call it. Right here, 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 here. And now the mouth looks nice. Now we duplicate the layer again. No, wait, before we even do that, raw camera, smart, like, camera raw filter. Right here. And then we're gonna do some of the color edits. Boom. And last thing, I'm just gonna put the color on because I'm just like lazy to fix everything. And over here we Gaussian blur it out 2.6. That's my preferred. And then clean up the character. I'm just gonna do this super roughly. Boop, 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 boop. This is not like super detailed, so please don't mind me. There you go. And then there's my flower, head, and then the ribbon. There. Image done. Add a signature. Boom. See? How long did that take? I did it pretty close too to what I did here. Like, look at it. This is actually two different images that I'm swapping around. You can notice from the bottom right where the background, the signature is like huge or not. But like, I'm just swapping this around and it looks so seamless. This is how fast you can actually finish this Photoshop edit by basically doing almost nothing at all. From this to this in like a few minutes. Look at how look at how equal these two look. Like, wow. That's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, that was a super fast overview of just my way of doing PSO2 screenshot images edits. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, that took like barely 5 minutes. Wow. It's actually crazy. Except that it's just like not exactly as detailed towards like the very small things. Whew. That was good. Pretty productive today. So yeah, does anyone have like, do you guys have any like other questions at all? Do you guys want to know anything? It doesn't have to be like PSO or like screenshot images related or anything like that. Let me just close this without saving, because I don't need that one. All I need is this original one. Make a dabbing RC. That's not hard. That's not hard. Actually, that's not hard at all. I just haven't done one. I've done dabs for other people though. Like this one, for example. There, see? Easy. Dab. Can't wait until the freaking episode Oracle thing. It should be out in like shortly. I know it's already out on like, say, people downloading the everything and whatnot, but like I'm just like waiting for site ones because I'm gonna watch with people. I'm also really happy with the music that I'm using right now. Have you tried the in-game green screen that edits it? You know, if you've been following me since forever, you would know that I'm a god at the green screen, sir. You have no idea how many times I use the green screen. Or like, with like everything. Like, for example, images like these are green screen images. That's green screen. That's green screen. This is also green screen. This is green screen as well. Green screen. All of this is green screen. Have you ever tried to use Wi-Fi 2S? No, because it's better to do manual. I don't like having like smart programs or whatever just doing my stuff. It doesn't feel as accurate, I guess, because you can with like the actual stuff that you do, you can kind of like control exactly what you need. But using Wi-Fi 2X is kind of like just upscaling things. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. No, they're not. They're absolutely not in the battle lobby walls. I just haven't done anything usually that's like super big or crazy. So that's why probably a lot of my images doesn't really feel like it's green screen. But hey, I take that as a win. If you don't think that's a green screen, then I take that as a complete win for me. Because it means everything I did just looks really good in general. And doesn't feel like a green screen. I take that as a compliment. That is pretty good. Oh, I see. Episode Oracle is being uploaded to the site I use right now, so it should be up momentarily, which means I can end the stream really soon. Hee 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 hee. Here, let me find some older images. Oh man, I have so many silly screenshots back then, I don't even want to talk about them. Yeah, no, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna even bother opening them. They look so bad. They look so bad. Oh no. Although like most of my recent images, like for example this one, use exactly the same technique as how I did this image. Except this one's in a lot more like cleaner environment and cleaner lighting. Some of these ones, like, this is super clean. I love this one so much. This one is so well done. This is also green screen. And I make all these like effects manually. looking back, it's like, man, I actually came a really long way in doing photo edits. I feel really good about that as well. It's actually funny though, because I only actually started doing actual images without the green screen only recently. Only very, very recently that I stopped using the green screen in general. Cause like I would be really addicted to using the green screen. I would just like keep using it over and over and over again until I didn't really even know how to actually like make images without the green screen. I was like, oh, how do you not? But yeah, can't wait to watch episode Oracle, which is gonna be up in like a few seconds. Well, not seconds, but like a few minutes probably for me. But yeah, what do y'all think about this kind of stream, by the way? Do you guys like this? Just like a super chill, like if I were to do this weekly, would you guys be okay with that? It's like a super like chill weekly kind of just like, oh, I'm just gonna do my screenshot this week and just chill. And also, do you all like the music, by the way? I think it's really nice, to be honest. Comes on Yola Kobe Radio? Nah, not yet. I'm gonna get copyright striked. Maybe after I end the stream. Or like after I finish watching episode Oracle. Man, I still seriously want this product placement though. This music brings you memories of a certain mall. Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's good. Share your PSO2 character in our edited series? Probably not, to be honest. Maybe I'll do like one edit for a random person who posts like per week or something like that. But that's probably about it. I'm not going to focus on like editing other people's images only because it's not something that I want to focus on. You know what? If this goes on for a while, I swear, this might actually be the new, like, As Lyra's channel meme now. The sponsor me please Pocari meme. Oh god. I can already imagine so many images of that. Just like, sponsor me please Pocari. Oh god, maybe I'll make like an illustration of that towards the end of the year. I'll just like make an image of like myself holding a Pocari Sweat bottle and be like, sponsor me please. That'd be funny though. That'd be actually really funny. I'm just like sitting here reading through people randomly commenting on episode Oracle right now. There seems to be a lot of like people being like, oh my god, translation this, translation that, but honestly it doesn't really bother me. I think as long as like everything is like okay in general, it shouldn't be a huge problem to begin with. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining the stream today. It was probably one of the most fun like photo edit sessions I've had in a while. I'll try to do this like weekly. Every time I at least do a screenshot, I'll just like stream. Probably not a bad idea, huh? I guess it'll be pretty fun. If you all enjoy it and just like to come out and just like hang out and chill or whatever, that's completely fine by me too. There's no like set schedule for it though, so we'll have to see what happens. Alright everyone, if you have not watched episode Oracle yet, let's go somewhere and just go watch episode Oracle. Alright, take care everybody. Don't forget to smile. And of course, have a wonderful evening or day or afternoon or sleep wherever you are in the world. Completely fine. Alright, take care people. I'm dead. I'm gonna go watch episode Oracle. Go watch it. Go watch it and come discuss it with me later.